Hi, Jeff. This is my Potter's Journal for 2024, late February. Batter bowls, pouring flour out of a spout or a funnel. Which will work better? Let's see what's in the kiln today. What is in the kiln today? This is about some bowls and making a pot for myself and my new stone grinding grain mill. But there's a couple mugs in here. A few weeks back I did somebody suggested a special order, narrow top, to keep stuff warm, a keep things warm mug. Probably two ways I could go with the glaze. These are just the tests. This is probably what we'll do with standards. Snow on brick on the bottom and sea mist on the inside, but that is a glaze that's been discontinued. Maybe I need to do some glaze tests in the next few videos, showing a new one that I've got from them. And yarn bowls, simple, plain, basic, heavy for stability. It's taken me a while to come up with a design I like. This one I do, so maybe it's about time I do a video on the yarn bowls. But for my stone grain mill, for grinding fresh grains, okay, I could do a bowl, simple, plain, basic. And this is just a mixing bowl. This is a design I like, except I came down a little too far with the blue. I decided it'd be better if it could pour, and I tried a batter bowl, but the flour came mostly out here, not just the spout. So I thought I would do, and see, we're not wasting any space. Look underneath there. We've got one little shot. All this little stuff can help pay for the kiln load. And underneath the funnel spout, which also acts as a handle. And sometimes you just have to make a pot just for yourself. And that's what this is. Maybe we'll give it a try. Yeah, the batter just wouldn't pour the flour. So let's see if a funnel will do a better job. And with the batter, it just overflowed. It just overflowed, yay, out the side of the bowl with, well, we're still getting a little bit of that, but sometimes you just have to make, okay, something for yourself. I don't think we'll put this into production. And what, more than just bread, okay, why do you get a home grain mill? The nutrition? Okay, it all comes down to pizza. But first, let's get the kiln unloaded. Well, I might do this again. It just needs the funnel, I think, to continue up here. And the cutting it is going to be a little bit tricky, so we might try that again. Here's, okay, the same glaze. I made this to demo. This was a demo at an event, and I just used some old clay that was laying around. I really do like the glaze on this darker body compared to that. So I think a lot of classes that you may take at schools or community centers are just using a very plain, not so nice light clay body. The darker clay bodies do make the difference. I've been selling these little salt cellars quite a bit, but I don't know if they'll be appreciated as much on a light body. So we will find out. And okay, this one again. Oh my, I got something. I just redid my shelves that when I do very pieces with a big flat bottom, I'll often put them on stilts, but I didn't, so that really does pay off on big pieces. Even with the newly kiln washed shelves, we still had a little bit sticking there. Okay, so this has got trailed black slip, combed through. When you comb through, it makes the edges darker, and we've got one trailed white line and a white and a dot. I like using just one glaze. The glaze layering is great if you know it, but if you're just playing with it and you don't settle on a combination, okay, you can spend a lifetime looking for combinations. Once you find one and something that works, it doesn't hurt to use it. And I always put the stilts under. Okay, good. We've got a clean bottom there. The big pieces, heavy pieces, sometimes stick, and when they slide across the shelf as they expand and then contract in the firing, they would catch, like on the pie plate. And I normally do these with the green glaze, but okay, here we go. Simple slip trailing on the bunt, like baking pan. And let's see, the with the tan glaze, the specked, I like, but with my green, okay, I like the hazelnut from Standard rather than the specked. And I hadn't made batter bowls for a while. I think I did, okay, a couple videos on them long ago. I can put a link up at the end. But this is the combination, the snow on brick on the bottom, the sea mist on the inside. So we've got the plain tanny brown beiges that potters like, and we've got a bit of color that people like. And there's a white slip under there sometimes. Okay, here it doesn't really show through. But let's see, here's another one. Okay, same glaze. But this must, okay, this piece was fired a little higher in the bisque, and it didn't absorb the glaze, came out thinner. So same glaze. And this almost looks like redware. Interesting. So thickness on the glaze, that's why I don't like brushing them. The idea, I never really did it. I think I did it once. But yeah, the dipping is the way to go with that. And one more down on the bottom. We've got another of the garlic jars. This time, okay, a black slip on there, and just the sea mist, just the blue. That okay, simple, plain, basic. Not my most exciting kiln opening, maybe, but we are featuring, okay, the bowls, so it is the, I guess, my grain bowl video. And again, the sea mist, when it's thick, when it's a little bit thinner, that one that looked like redware almost. So the problem for me is that I like it just at that certain point, and the hydrometer doesn't completely do the job. That okay, maybe a bit of luck, maybe a bit of skill, combo of the two. Oh. But here's, yeah, just this, my green glaze on the hazelnut clay body, the dark clay body. Okay, simple, basic, straightforward. I'm not sure what bowl I will actually use. I don't think there's a magic bowl that's going to make catching the flour. I'm used to just scooping it up out of a bag. So maybe I need to get a bag to put the flour in. When it's ground, it really only is good for about a week. It starts to degrade, so that's why we don't use fresh milled flour, and why it's processed, so it has an extended shelf life. Maybe we'll get to the pizza, and that'll make today exciting. Okay, my last of the Patisnica. Okay, it didn't, I kiln washed all the shelves. It didn't stick or slide anywhere. It came out clean. All right. I'm hungry. Why do people get home stone grain mills? Is it for the nutrition? that you get from the fresh ground grain? Or is it for pizza? It's made just a huge difference. We've got a light and fluffy dough and a crisp bottom crust. We don't have a wood fire oven here, but if you let the cheese hang over, you get just enough char in an electric oven. And as it comes out of the kiln, not the best way to look and judge. Sometimes second look and final thoughts. I did see a few rough spots, but it was smooth. So I wouldn't be termed a pinhole. Pros get them too. Wood and salt kiln, there's so much that's discarded because of problems like that. This was, I guess, a kiln load about bowls. Bowls from start. The batters, and a couple different selections on the glaze, a yarn bowl, the little salt cellars, bowls again, and testing out before I do a full batch of the mugs. This is the way to pay for a kiln load. I've seen other kiln openings with so much wasted space. This is what was in it. This can pay for the kiln load. Can pay for the firing. Classic, traditional colors. They look boring coming out of the kiln, but it looks good here now. And kind of the same design carrying over into the garlic jars with a little more color. Start to finish bowls, and that's how we finish up here too, with the batters, or I should say the mixing. Stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.